Hello and welcome to another update video about silver. Silver has so far done pretty well in the last few days, and we're going to take a look at what is now likely. Can we expect some kind of a correction to the downside now or soon? But before we do that, let's take a look at the longer time frame chart. If you've been with us for a while, you know that wave count already. My view is that we created in 2011 here with this spike a wave 1. Yeah, so first impulse here in this wave structure, an impulse, a wave 1, and we then came down here in a wave 2 into March 2020. That was the wave 2 low, and since then we have been back in a structure, or in an impulsive wave structure to the upside. That would be a wave 3. And then there should be a 4 and another 5, but that will take years to play out. So, but within this white wave 3, we have obviously 5 subwaves. So as an Elliott waver, yeah, you understand that a wave 3 consists of 5 subwaves. A wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. And this is exactly what we're looking at here. We're currently looking at the first 1-2 setup of this 5 wave structure, and that's exactly where we are in now. The move from March 2020 here to June 2020, or August, August, this was also a wave 1. It was the wave 1 within the larger wave 3, and we are now coming down in a corrective wave, in a so-called wave 2, before we should turn around and move up in a wave 3. And we're now going to take a look at, could it be that we've already seen the bottom here? Yeah, we hit here, I think a few weeks ago, my target area. So theoretically, this wave 2 has done what it needs to do. It doesn't need to come down any lower. It has come down low enough. So from that point of view, everything's fine. It doesn't need to go any lower, okay? But obviously it can, so we need to take a look at that now in the shorter time frame. So now that we've zoomed in here, I'm going to show you the subwaves. They have changed a little bit since the last video. They haven't really changed the overall scenario too much, but they changed a little bit just because of this latest high here. Yeah, in the previous video I showed you 2 scenarios how this could unfold here. The market, since the last video, has decided for one. In the last video, I gave you 2 scenarios with one resistance area here and told you if the market reverses here, it is one of these scenarios. If it breaks through, it's most likely the other one. And the market has decided. Therefore, I'm going to show you here my most likely scenario now for silver. That would suggest that we come down once more. So the idea is that from this wave 1 high, we came down in a wave A, we moved up in a B wave, and we are now coming down in a C wave. This C wave consists of a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, a wave 3 down, a wave 4 up, and we should very shortly move down in a 5th wave into this region again between $13.70 and $17.50 roughly. And then this means we are now in a 4th wave still. It's a very corrective wave pattern, which is evolving here at the moment. And we can count this as a so-called triangle pattern. And I would start here in wave A, B. This would be a C wave here, D, and an E wave to the upside. And from here we can come down. There's another possible scenario or count, which I showed you in the previous video, but this has become quite exotic with the latest move to the upside here. And it wouldn't make a difference to the overall wave count, because in both scenarios we would expect a lower low. That other count was a WXYXZ scenario, but it is a very rare count, and this one just makes more sense. In this Elliott wave count, we would now expect the price to break very shortly here to the downside. And so we can draw here a trend line, and we can also draw a trend line here, so we're a bit like here in a channel. I mean, this could move up and down for a bit, but really, as per this ABCDE triangle, it should really break down now. I think at the moment we could expect that we are heading down. What you need to understand is that this move down will not happen in one straight line. It would be a 5-wave move, so it would be something like this: a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. And as soon as we see here some of the subwaves evolve like the first retracement, then we can calculate the targets for the next waves quite accurately. At the moment, we only have seen basically the first reaction to the downside, and obviously as soon as we are seeing the first retracement and then see the reversal, that would be a really good signal that we are heading further down if we make a first lower high. Yeah, so basically something like this. This is wave 1, then we make the first lower high, and then if we break in the move down, then this swing low, that will be a really good confirmation that we are heading further down. So that is what we need to look out for. Primary expectation would be to come down now into this price region. There is, of course, another scenario, so that would suggest that we have seen already the wave 4 here, and the wave 5 low was in here, but it would be a very short wave 4, and it would suggest that we are now moving up in a so-called leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be one more leg up then, so I would like to see one more wave to the upside, and then we could look at this in terms of a leading diagonal, but with just these waves. This one here makes much more sense and can be counted quite well. But as I said, if this was really the wave 5 and we are doing something like this, a 1, 2, 3, find support here, move up in another 5, this would be a 5-wave move up, and then I would count this as a wave 1, then we would come down in a wave 2, and that would then be another entry point, and then we can expect a rally to the upside in a third wave. But unless we find support at the channel support trend line here and move up, make a higher high, I do not believe this scenario. Yeah, I do not believe this scenario. So I'm primarily focused here on the downside still, but should things change, I will of course keep you updated. But you need to know that both scenarios are possible, but there are certain conditions. So in this particular scenario, whenever you break a triangle, yeah, or a triangle has ended, you're normally coming down, or you move into the other direction quite strongly. I believe this is happening at the moment, but again, we need to see the first lower high and then also a break of this swing low to confirm, and the more bullish count where the low was already in would need to find, or would imply, or would require us to find support here somewhere, avoid a lower low, then move up, make one more higher high, and then I would believe that as well, because then we come down in the retracement, and that is what I would then possibly be interested in buying. So it would be something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be a larger wave 1. So all of this would basically count as a wave 1. We would then come down in a 2, and this is the entry point. Then we would rally in a 3, 4, 5, and so on. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. These are the two main scenarios. I think I made clear my primary expectation, and certainly these will be a few interesting days and weeks coming. So we'll get further decisions here and make some progress in the chart. Okay, that's my update about silver. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.